Today is January 29th, 2025. Last night, outside where I was working, wasn't real loud where they were against the place I was staying with. We could still hear them. Um, Officer John, if it wasn't you out there, there's somebody impersonating you. I could hear them talking. They said some guy's been out here saying stuff about her, or to her. I could hear a little bit. And they were talking about Agent John. It said, well, he told on her before he talked to her. I thought it was afterwards. No, it was before. I was there when he did it. Oh, so were a lot of police. There was police in uniform and undercover police. Okay? It said, she calls me Officer John, but that's not my real name. Well, I'd walk into Walmart 62. They say, John, the people around me, John's here to take care of Karen. I look over, and a young white guy with black hair and glasses yell out stuff about, it's great having an informant that talks to us. It's ridiculous for any child to be afraid of Karen. She's nothing but good in love. The guy on January 12th, 22 got in 2 6-foot plus, 200 plus pound guys' faces where those kids get caught stating they made everything up. And where somebody said outside, she calls me young, or she calls me little but wiry. You know that's a compliment. That's like calling you badass, right? Because you are over, 6 inches shorter? Good 70 pounds less than those guys, and you got it in 2 big guys' face and yelled at them? That's badass. That was me complimenting you. You do realize that, right? Little bit wiry. That was like calling you badass. That was a compliment. And you're right, if that was you, then you should have took care of this a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah. But if that wasn't you out there, there's some guy acting like he's you. And you do realize that guy outside said, well, the one Dave was wanting to date was supposed to be so beautiful. Well, they said when she seen her, she didn't act right. Sweet, and that only thing she said was, who are those people? And David told his family of some crazy blonde girl throwing her body in the back of Mom's boot. He didn't even tell his family. Well, you do realize he totally denounced those people. Now, think how schizo, and she's not beautiful. She's one of those 18-year-old girls that are pretty, but nothing great, not supermodel. That's a lie, she is. She wore little to no makeup, 100 pounds, khaki pants, t-shirt, little t-shirt. And she was pretty, but do not get out of offices. She was not like a swimsuit model. Neither was Savannah, and no offense to Michelle, the drug cartel girl. She was pretty, but nothing like supermodel. Not many people are supermodel level. You can be pretty, but you're not supermodel. It's not an insult. There's very few people that are that gorgeous. And people act like this girl was. She wasn't. That's a lie. Okay? those girls are pretty, but they're not supermodels. See what I mean? And that girl, now think of the behavior. She walks by. We're sitting in a restaurant. There's an older 70-year-old couple sitting behind us. She walks by and goes at me, makes a face at me like an 8-year-old. And I've never seen her before in my life. Sits down, rams her body in the back of the booth. Does he think it's funny bringing her here? And I'm like, Dave, who is that? He's like, I don't know. She rams her body until she's rocking me forward almost into the table. She's literally almost trying to tip it over. She's rocking it that hard. And I said, Dave, who are those people? Well, that older guy, the older white guy with the white baseball hat, black glasses, with the older white lady with white hair. Later on during the case, this is 6 months before the case, part of the people waiting for me to die from my injuries, okay? I had never seen them before. And they said something about Dave. I said, Dave, who are those people? They seem to know you. Ram her body in the back of the booth. She tips me forward into the table. And I'm like, who are those people? He's like, Karen, I don't know. And she kept doing it. And I said, can I sit over there with you? He's like, yes. I said, do you want to leave? He's like, no, if you're okay. He literally wraps both arms around me. Are you sure you're okay from that girl knocking you forward? I said, yeah. I said, who are those people? He's like, I don't know. And he wraps both arms around me. He kisses me on the cheek. Are you sure you're okay from her hitting the back of the booth so hard knocking you forward? I said, yeah, but who are those? He's like, I don't know. And he glares at him. We get home, he tells Danny, some crazy blonde girl rammed her body in the back of Mom's booth. He denounced knowing him. Now you gotta think, somebody mentally that unstable. Now if he was cheating with her, they wouldn't last long because she'll knock furniture over. She gets mad. And he denounced knowing her and them. She showed up in 2020, 21. Hadn't seen her since the restaurant. Didn't know her from Adam. Never spoke to her. As if you don't know what's going on, and walked off. It took me a long time to even think about where I'd seen her. I thought you were here 6 months before the case. Oh my God, the older people you were with were part of the 3 mean parents. Waiting for me to die from my injuries. Okay? Now, who didn't act right? And who acted stupid? She acted crazy and dangerous. She's the type of person she would be throwing furniture at you. She got mad. They would never last. His violent temper and her temper like that, and acting schizo. And yeah, that she was going to act stupid when she seen her. If that was her, the only one that was acting stupid was her. And Dave totally denounced her and those people he was with. And he glared at him. And he kept his arms around me and kissing me on the cheek. Are you sure you're okay? I said, who are those people? He's like, I don't even know. Think about that. Now, Officer John, if that is your name, because I said John's here to take care of Karen, you're walking. Yell out nice stuff across Walmart 62. I seen you right before Christmas of 24 this last year. Walking into Belden Village, we were going to go to Zales, and I seen you walk off. I've been assigned to her since the first of the case. It's a cartel doing it to her. If that's, yeah, Now that guy last night, if that wasn't you, there's somebody saying he's you now. Okay? Now you got to think where they kept saying some guy in Maslin was helping people get away with crimes. What is his problem involving himself in crimes? They can't do any of this. Why is he involving himself in crimes? Was that Agent John that went and told on me? Instead of actually somebody in Maslin. Are they talking about the agent on my case involving himself in crimes? Because he lied to the U.S. Marshals that I was weird with myself. I wasn't weird with myself. Like even when the case first started, the officers that worked my case came up around me. That agent was so mean to you on the phone because he wanted to make sure you weren't part of these people defrauding him. And when they went to say something about their scam, they couldn't keep it together because they couldn't believe that they would try something like this. They already knew it was photoshopped and dropped. Remember? Where January 5th, 25, what is this? Another FBI agent lied to the U.S. Marshal. She was weird with herself. We always knew the weird with yourself was the photoshopped of washing yourself in the shower. And they put that in another room. And that they had drugged her and told her to say it before. And we already had the agent over her case taped that he let all this happen because he thought she threatened his daughter. He lied that drug cartel girl at the Family Church was his daughter. That's Judge Peter's daughter. Okay, he lied to the cops. Found out that she didn't even know who she was. Does the FBI realize how not funny this is? Because that girl that showed up January, February of 19, Faith Family Church. Now, I already taped Dave December 9th, 18, so the place, I never caught him with anyone. There was no one to threaten or be mean to. Okay? This young girl comes in with a bunch of teenagers. Okay? And she, y'all thought I'm the one that dates Dave. I look back, I thought it was Michelle Cowgill, because Auntie Shell, the only one I knew named Michelle was Michelle Cowgill. A 50-year-old woman, heavyset, was really mean to her first husband. I figured if Dave's going to try to kill me for something like that, it serves him right. Okay? I look back, you don't look 18. Look back, you don't look 100 pounds, and you look like a homeless prostitute. And she's telling her how she can have anybody drugged, beat, and raped. She just has to ask the guys. Then how she slept with the boys, that's what they call the drug cartel, and she had their clothes on. That's why she looks so bad. Okay? That girl went to say she was Agent Will's daughter. Then she started laughing. She said, I'm actually Judge Peter's daughter. Okay? The big truck guys that told everybody they were drug traders from Florida and human traffickers from Florida. Then there was a group of other men, African-American guy named Keith with short top hat. His men, they all worked for Michelle. Okay? And she was with the Florida human traffickers that at Faith Family Church were telling people they were FBI. Okay? And they were telling they could control anybody with their drugs. They had mind controlling drugs for 4 to 6 hours. Okay? They were the ones that raped and tortured me, crushed my skull in, human trafficked me, drugged me till I lost 70 pounds. Out in Belden, they told people they were drug traders and human traffickers from Florida, and they were relocating people to a resort area. Judge Peters in Florida was arrested in 22. Like the girl said in the gas station the other day, Michelle had everybody tell what they were doing here, so her dad got arrested.